Okay, happy Monday, everyone. Hope that you guys had a great weekend. We got André will be on here in a second. But yeah, markets are moving higher to start the week. We do have the Nasdaq almost up 1%, and obviously, from if you watch Friday's stream, Andrew and I were looking for longs across there too. So I know he got a little bit of a short on that pullback back down there, but I took longs on Palantir and Robinhood. But yeah, things are really soaring this morning. We can see Robinhood again up 1.9%, AMD up, Palantir up as well. So yeah, things are really soaring. So that's where I was buying it on Friday and ended up getting out of it for some decent profits. But yeah, we're trading back up at that 124 zone, which I was looking for a longer move there too. But definitely a really nice trade on Friday. On stream, you guys can go rewatch that if you want. But yeah, nice trades on Friday. We'll see. Andre should be on here in a minute. And then, yeah, we'll get into it this morning too. So let's go like this. Let's go back to ES and NQ. So what I'm seeing right now is we're taking out this 900 level on ES. We're coming back up actually to all-time highs. That Santa rally could be in. Hey, here's Andre just joining us. What's up, Mark? We can see in the chat. It's Andre, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get on. Yeah. So we've got a few things. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good. We're moving higher overnight. So those longs from Friday that I was looking at are definitely back on the cards again.
I was just thinking about this morning actually, about what types of trades are we going to take considering Christmas is in 2 days.
Correct.
Right. That's something to consider for me.
Yeah, Christmas literally in 2 days. This is probably going to be my last day trading, bro. Personally, that's just my own. Yeah, probably for the year, but we'll see what happens post Christmas too. But normally that post Christmas stuff, I just like to chill, bro, and relax until the new year. That's just myself, though.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really too eager to take too many trades right now, and I definitely don't want to overtrade because I'm a little bit concerned about the type of volume, the type of moves that we're going to get right now. So I definitely want to be pretty selective this week and going into the end of the year for myself.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it should be. That's what should be happening for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Let's get your screen up and can maybe speak about a few things what you are looking at today. Firstly, for me, obviously the longs are ideal. We're moving higher, but it's going to be interesting to see if we do get a pullback.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, all good. So let's get that up there again like that. So my charts right now, as I said, we're clearing through that. We've kind of been forming, and let's just go to the hourly chart as well. We've been forming quite a solid base at that 830 level where we actually came back down on Wednesday. I had a short on Wednesday, and we actually broke through that 830, but immediately overnight into the Thursday, we got back above that 810 level as well. Now we are clearing those highs that we have been kind of just trading in this big range up to 880 like this for the last 2 weeks or so, since the beginning of December, end of November. So markets are looking very bullish right now. Mag 7 all up except Apple. So that's just what I'm looking at the moment in terms of potential zones, levels that we're trading off. What are you looking at your side, Andre?
Yeah, I have my my chart up here. So there's a question from Anthony: is the ultimate reversal setup in play? So one of the reasons it's extremely important to continuously look at the data, the biggest reason why you can't just look at a screenshot of the edgeful reports and just take it and be like, okay, we're good. I understand the data, I'm good to go. Is the ultimate reversal setup is obviously a reversal setup. Today, price is opening above the midnight open, Friday's high, and Friday's close, right? Now, overall, the ultimate reversal setup would say that price should come down to touch each of these levels. However, if you don't look at the unique situations where if we go to the gap fill by weekday report, we go to Mondays, and we see here that actually 70% of gaps up on Mondays do not fill in this market environment. That means that the ultimate reversal setup is not in play today. So you don't just blindly take the trades. You need to look at what's going on with the data. What is this market environment saying? And then you go from there. Then you evaluate your trades based on what's happening by weekday, by size. So it's very difficult to go from data even from 6 months ago, to be honest. Like, I personally would not recommend that. Like, I would not recommend going and looking at data from 6 months ago and be like, okay, I'm going to use that to like inform my trading right now. Or if you watch an older video of mine where I'm going over either ES or NQ stats and you're like, oh, cool, like this video was uploaded a year ago, I'll use that now. That might actually be that might hurt you a lot. So just be really careful about not having the most recent data, because you might think that today the ultimate reversal is in play, but in reality, I would not say so. And then you go to the green and red days by weekday. What else do we notice about Mondays? Mondays are super bullish, the most bullish weekday of any.
Yep.
So when a gap up doesn't fill, that's bullish. When obviously the weekday is green, that's bullish. So the bias overall on a Monday is to the long side for sure. So doesn't mean that price isn't going to get here. It's just very unlikely.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Mondays have definitely been the strongest days. I think it's even since I started using edgeful as well for the indexes since even last year. But just something interesting, we have taken out now previous week's highs, and you can get those indicators on the edgeful website. So if you go, let me just get my screen up here. Go on the edgeful website, bottom left-hand section is the trading view indicators as well as the Ninja Trader indicators. And then as well, if you are watching these streams, maybe you want to go watch Friday. I had some great trades on Friday on Palantir and Robinhood. Andre had some nice trades to the downside, actually fading momentum on the NASDAQ, showing how to take reversal setup. So that was, I think Friday's stream was quite an informative stream in terms of actually seeing us actually take trades. In fact, actually, the whole last month and a bit, I think I've had one losing day on the edgeful streams, and we've had like 10 streams, bro. So it's been pretty solid. And then make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube, because we obviously going to be rolling these out into the new year, live streams every single day during the market open hours and pre-market streams and so forth. So that's my thought process here. So on those indicators, if we just get up the previous week's highs and lows, so let's just go to the the hourly time frame. So I like using, I've got the 15-minute over here, I've got the hourly and the daily, and then I have my execution chart, which I normally use the 5-minute chart and sometimes the 1-minute chart, but mostly the 5 on the top screen. But let's go to this hourly chart over here. There is just a level that I was looking for we're kind of back at the highs that we have been printing in the last month. So ES definitely looking bullish here. This is kind of like this vertical setup where we just explode, but we're taking out the previous week's highs, which was at 895, which obviously was created on Friday. We closed on the highs. And I did say to you guys on Friday's stream, I think we closed on the highs today. And that's why I held my Robinhood and Palantir and literally until 30 minutes until market close. So it was
and that push on Palantir at the end of the market close was crazy.
It was. I literally closed my trade on Palantir 30 minutes before the market closed on Friday. So I just had such conviction. I was like, if it comes back down, I've already taken out half of my position. So it is what it is. But yeah, really, really nice trading there on Friday. But yeah, we are trading back at that, kind of like that 69.20 level on ES. And then NASDAQ, it seems like the Dow has been lagging a bit. NASDAQ's back at, I must say, NASDAQ's more trading into resistance right now at 25,800. And then YM, if we just look at this, look how YM has been lagging. YM's actually in the middle of last week's range. So definitely, this is something that I've been, kind of working on this year as well. Has been, if I'm long bias on the indexes, I want to be buying the stronger index. If I'm short bias, I want to be selling the weaker index. So that's why I do have a look at all three. And I know some of the guys like Vegas in the chat here was mentioning looking at RTY. But I think I'm just going to stick to the 3 for now. The Dow, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Dow actually flip and come lower, because look at this. Look how we've been trading. I know I don't use trend lines, but look how we've been trading like down like that the last 2 weeks or so. Very, very interesting actually how the Dow is lagging. So
dude, it looks like a giant bull flag.
Yeah, exactly. Could be.
I was a joke, guys. I don't use any of those chart patterns. I don't use any.
It's breaking out. Let's buy it.
I don't do any of that.
But you can see that obviously for the guys. Just give me a thumbs up if you can actually see how interesting that is. Look how the Dow is trading. Here's previous week's highs. That green line across my screen again. That's the edgeful indicator. Previous week's range indicator. Look how we are trading in the slap bang in the middle, and then the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's trading above the highs as well as ES. You can see there the highs there, and then ES as well above the highs. So definitely lagging on the Dow, and that's maybe something that could be in play for us. I would like to see even ES and then like have a reversal and come back down today. We actually gapped up above Friday's highs as well. So we already are trading as an outside day, which is I find my better trading days are when we do trade outside before the market open.
Wow.
Because we already know that we can see a lot more volume coming in, you know?
There's something I want to show you guys. Chris. We got the same question. Chris, right over here. We just got the same question, ultimate reversal in play. So for anyone who just joined, I know a lot of people are joining right now. It is extreme. This is, again, I'm going to repeat similarly to what I said just a minute ago, but you have to be extremely careful about looking at old data when it comes to edgeful as a whole, right? So if you look at the ultimate reversal and you're like, oh, I watched this video on it, the video is 6 months old, and you don't have the recent data, what happens is you're not able to see. So if I go to the gap fill by weekday, you're not able to see that actually Mondays are very bullish. And when there's a gap up on a Monday, when price opens above Friday's high, actually the frequency is pretty high, to be honest. In the last 6 months, it's happened 20 times. And of the 20 times, only 6 of them have filled. 14 times it did not fill. I think it's a pretty good sample size. And you guys just need to be really careful about the weekdays. The weekdays obviously behave differently. This is like, this has been since the beginning of edgeful. I've been saying this. I feel like I'm the only person in the trading space that has been like brought this like weekday thing to light. But you have to look at the weekdays because they behave differently. Overall, Monday's extremely bullish. Gaps down. There's only been 6 gaps down on Monday. All of them have filled on NQ. That means that price goes up. Gaps up. 70% of them have not filled, which means price goes up. We go to the green and red days by weekday. 65% of Mondays close green, obviously bullish, right? So the ultimate reversal plays differently on each weekday. And then you guys have to be looking at the data to understand what weekdays work well and which ones don't as the market environment shifts, right? So over the course of 1 week to the next, nothing's really going to change. But from this month to next month, or this month to 2 months from now, it is going to change. And the only way to really have your finger on the pulse is to be looking at the data. I know it's work. I know it takes some time. But honestly, when it comes to trading, it's not an easy job. Like trading is very simple, but it's not very easy.
Yes, agreed.
Right? It's very simple. You click buy, you click sell. It's not that complicated. Anyone can understand that concept, but it's not easy and it requires a lot of work.
Agreed. I've got a edgeful report, Andre.
A request. Okay.
I've got a request. Okay, I've got a request.
Let's hear it.
So, you know how on TradingView you can see your how many days on TradingView you use TradingView. Mm-hmm. I would like to get that on edgeful to see how many times someone logs in and uses
like
an edgeful. A recap, yeah. And this is maybe just something to speak about as markets opening here. But I know you shared yours. You beat me by a couple of days, but it's like if I go here and I see over here just on mine, I think mine was like 294 days, bro. Let's skip all of this.
Yeah.
But 294 days I was on this year. And then you made a comment like guys are on TradingView for 6-7 days and they expect to be profitable. And I think it's the more chart time you do with anything, like even using the edgeful reports, the more you're going to be able to understand what you're looking for. So we got market open here right now.
Can you pull up my screen for a second?
Yeah, let's pull up your screen. Yep.
I just want to show you guys this new indicator that we're working on. This is like the first version of it. But you can see market open here, right over here, obviously right over here. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. This new indicator allows you to see the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. You can fully customize what each of the candle timeframes do, right? So I have the first one, which is obviously the one to the left, pinned to 15 minutes. You can pick any time frame that's higher than your chart time frame. You can't pick a time frame lower. So you want your chart time frame to be the lowest, and then any time frame higher you can go for. You can pick how many candles actually appear per, how many candles appear per time frame. So right now I have 3 15-minute candles, and then this just says how far away from each other you want them to be. So if you want this to be a lot further away from your current price action, let's just change this to 20. This is going to shift over, right? So you have a little bit more space. I'm going to undo that quickly. But pretty much what you guys can do, let's say I don't need the 4 hour, right? Like personally, I don't really use the 4 hour too often. I'll go down and I'll uncheck the 4 hour, give my chart a little bit more room here. And then now I can see while I'm on the 5-minute, what's happened in the last 3 15-minute candles, what's happening in 3 30-minute candles and the 3 1 hour candles. Like, what are the actual formations of the candles? So obviously the trend here is very bullish, and you can customize. Let's just say I want to have 5 candles on both, right? So now I have the most recent 15-minute candles, 5 of them, 5 most recent 30-minute candles and the 1 hour. And this is really going to let you guys understand, like, okay, the 1 hour is bullish, the 30 minutes bullish, the 15 minutes bullish. This is giving confluence to my longs. And this is just the first version. We are going to add a lot to it, but I'm curious what you guys think. Like, what would you want to add to this? And is there anything that, like, any other customizations you guys would want? You can just select one, obviously. So you can just have one, like you can just pin the 15-minute or the 30-minute. So it's not like too much, or like if you feel overwhelmed, like you can just remove them. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think.
Dude, look at the Dow. The Dow is up 160 points on the open.
Let's look at the Dow. Your favorite, dude. Nobody loves the Dow more than you.
That's wild, dude. That's a big bar. That is a big bar. ES and NASDAQ actually coming down a little bit.
Wow, so. What is going on?
Dude, I know. So I was like, what the hell?
Whoa. Wow, that's crazy. Josh, this one's not released yet. So we're not sure. What I'm trying to do, great indicator, love it. Thank you guys. All right, perfect. So I think that this is actually the most perfect use case right now of this indicator. Again, there's no holy grail indicators. You don't want to try to find one. It does not exist. But if you can see this top wick on this 4-hour bar, now granted the 4-hour time frame is about to close actually at 10, but if you look at this giant top wick, like that's maybe informative for a reversal, right? Like gigantic top wick on the 4-hour. Now maybe, and like you can obviously see the NQ 4 hours weaker than the ES 4-hour. Personally, I think that the way that I would use this is to start with less and then add in more as you kind of get comfortable with it, because there's definitely a lot going on here when you have 4. I don't think we should have 4. The default is actually going to be to have the 4th one off, just so it's a little bit easier to digest right in the middle, like right when you start. But one thing that we're looking to do is really build like a lot more premium indicators for the premium plan. So right now we obviously have all the algos. So we're looking to build a lot more like premium, a lot more like more than just like, personally, I think that we have the best orb indicator like across the board. Doesn't matter what platform you have. Like I think our orb indicator with all the customizations is the best across the board. It has the levels, it has the midlines, it has the extensions, it has like literally everything. But I want to start to build really like solid indicators that like are going to make a difference in people's trading, that are not going to give you like signals of like buy and sell, but more so taking your attention away from doing the analysis side and focusing on the execution. That's what I'm really leaning on right now. So a lot of these more elaborate indicators are going to go into the premium plan.
Sure.
We haven't decided what's going to go where yet, but we are going to be building up that the offering for the algo plan. And just so you guys know, anyone who's already in the algo plan is obviously going to get grandfathered into anything that we add to it. So you don't, like, you'll always be grandfathered into all the features, all the new additions, all the new algos, everything else. Wow, what an absolute sell-off here.
Yeah. ES coming down.
I mean, maybe the ultimate reversal is in play today. I mean, wow. Yeah, I'm just resetting my settings here just so I can. I mean, is the ultimate reversal in play right now? Oh, NQ touched the midnight open. So there's that.
Yeah, we got NASDAQ now still trading. NASDAQ's actually looking the weakest. Got a couple of stocks that actually flipped red. Yeah, Microsoft, Google, and Apple. Apple was the only one that was down pre-market. So again, like for me, my plan for the rest of the year, André, is just to be to take it one day at a time. You know, I'm not going to look to try and make my quarter now. I've had a pretty decent back half of the year, so it's just to get through the year without any unscathed, basically, right?
Yeah, don't blow up your year right now trying to swing for the fences. It's actually a really important note. Oh, by the way, we have the local recording on, right?
Yeah, we have it. Yeah,
Okay,
don't worry.
good.
I have it. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that I think is really important when it comes to moments like right now, we're at the end of the year. Now, I'm a little bit surprised about the type of volatility that we are getting, to be honest. But if you try, let's just say your P&L for the year is $9,000, right? Your goal was to make 10K this year. You're at 9.
Sure.
If you try to go for that 10, there's going to be so much pressure on you to make sure that these next 3 or 4 trades are going to go in your favor, that it's actually more likely that they don't go in your favor. And then you're going to go from 9 to 8 or 7,500 or 7,000 and actually hurt yourself more. You're better off just like kind of exhaling a little bit. There's literally 8 or 9 days left in the year. You should not expect the market environment to move like that well or that predictably in right now. So many people are on vacation. The markets are typically have a lot less volume, typically have a lot less range. This is universal. It's just, this happens at the end of every year. If you are going to trade, size down. Typically, you want to have your profit targets a little bit closer in because you don't want to expect that so much bigger of a move. But I think it's really important for people and for you guys to know that it's okay to take your foot off the gas for the next I guess the next week now, because you just want to make sure that you're careful. You're not giving back profits that you have built up over the course of the year.
Yeah, the Dow had that massive spark, but now look at it, bro. Right back down.
Dude, everything's falling right now.
Wow, look at that wick on the 50 minutes on the Dow. That's a 150-point wick.
Dude, wouldn't it be great if you had this indicator?
No, dude, you also showed me about that above or below New York VWAP, daily VWAP. I think that's great.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to do that for sure. We're definitely going to do the VWAP one.
Dude, that's crazy. Like this, yeah, it's a lot of. What's Tesla doing? Tesla popped on the open. NVDA. Geez, NVIDIA coming down. Look, NVIDIA looks
Meta's
pretty
ripping.
Yeah.
Broadcom dumping,
Meta's
Google dumping.
Yeah, Meta's ripping. Wow.
Meta's ripping. I have to say, I have loved that stock for a really long time.
Yep.
By the way, guys, this is not the reason that this is not released yet is because we need to, I still need to add a lot more to it. So I'm not going to wait until it's perfect, but we are going to add a lot more to it just so we can get a little bit more of a, just a few more touches that I think will make it a lot better.
These are these days also, I think it was like when it was, what day was that? Thanksgiving week as well, where you just don't want to be looking to over trade, or yeah. Trading still underneath 700 on NASDAQ. Yes, back now underneath that 920 level. It'll be interesting to see what we do get, on ES. We're sitting at daily VWAP. Yeah, as you said, we also have, every single trading year has got like 250 trading days. You don't need to be pushing in December,
Yeah, dude. There's also so many opportunities. Like sometimes it feels like this is the only time, this is the only day. Like,
yeah,
I know a few traders that make their year in a couple of days.
Months, yeah. Or
yeah,
days,
like in a couple of months, honestly. I know a few people that do that. Like they have a gigantic trade and it makes up like 1/3 of all their profits. That does not happen for me. I have base hits. I don't swing for the fences. It's not my style. But I have a lot of friends of mine will say, for example, GameStop is up 150%. I'm going to take heavy puts now.
Sure.
And I'm going to just rip the shorts, and then they just grab the whole move down and they just hold and they hold and they hold and they hold, and then they make whatever, like a few $100,000. That is extremely rare. And most people, if you trade like that, you take a lot more losses typically, but you also need to have the skill and the discipline to actually hold on to your winners. That's so important. Like a lot of people haven't built that up yet. So that trading style doesn't work that well if you don't have that skill. So if you find yourself trimming your winners too early all the time, you need to be aware of that and just be careful, to be honest. Like if that trading style, if you're trying to fit into that trading style, but you haven't developed all the skills to accommodate that style, then that's where you play a little bit of a dangerous game.
Yeah. I think that also goes to more like, this is my own personal opinion, but like it goes to traders that are trading a lot of like those like penny stocks, they small cap stocks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
People who trade small caps are very, very tough. One of the reasons that I don't like, there's a couple of reasons why I don't like it. I do have a lot of friends that do trade small caps, but one of the things that I don't love about small caps is, number one, the only time small caps are in play are when there's a catalyst.
Yeah.
When there's a catalyst, you don't really know what's going to happen.
Sure.
Right? Like nobody really knows. There's no data. Like the reason that there are not a lot of small cap traders that use edgeful is because, for the most part, the edgeful data would like not be as relevant on a day when there's a press release about a biotech company that's like in stage 3 clinical trials that are like about to release some drug, right?
Yeah.
Like on that day, the data doesn't matter anymore. The press release is what's causing the move. So that's where I don't like it as much. I would prefer to be in like even water. And then when I'm playing in that territory, that's when I can say, like, and by even water, I mean no catalyst, no press release, like nothing. I have something to work with. But when there is a press release, you don't know what the influences are on price action.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dow, just a crazy price action on the Dow. NASDAQ.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, all good. So move over to my screen again. So the Dow, we can see we rallied up at the open. Let's go down to the 5 minute here. The Dow, we rallied up at the open, 180 points, 190 points. Now we're right back down. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get here. I did mention that the Dow was lagging. We can have a look at GC. Let's go back. GC. Over here, gold's at all-time highs, if I'm not mistaken. And Bitcoin's trading at just under 90K. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, dude. BTC has been like wild recently.
Look at these as well. AMD, a lot of the stocks gapping up pre-market and then coming back down. Like, look at Robinhood as well. So, just be careful of that. It's SMCI.
I kind of like the short side right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like the shorts at the moment. I feel like I'm a broken record a little bit, right? You're like, I really like the longs. I'm like, I think the short scalp is really a great trade right now.
Yeah. I personally, for me, I'm actually a bit, I'm a bit in between, bro. If I don't take a trade, I'm okay with that because I'd rather, there's always a saying that I've learned over mistakes in my career is that I'd rather be out of trade wishing I was in than in a trade wishing I was out. So
yeah.
Where was this thing? There was actually a look at this. So there was also I'll get up on stream now in a bit. But look at that. This is just a little bit of like it's a bit cliche, but it's motivational.
Pull it up whenever it's ready. Pull it up.
Yeah. Let's.
Wow, ES is definitely weaker than NQ right now.
Yeah. So look at that. Like there's 252 trading days in a year typically. If you make $200 a day, which doesn't seem like a lot because everyone wants to make $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day. If you make $200 a day, you'll make 50 grand in the year. $400 a day, which doesn't seem like a lot. Again, but whether you're trading proper personal, it's 100 grand in a year. If you're making $1,000 a day, that's $250,000 in a year. So yeah. So think long picture.
Yeah. Dude, it's like there are people that are watching right now in their jobs, they don't make 100K. Yeah. But they won't take a $400 profit
in a day, yeah.
In the day. Like $400 a day on average ends up being 100K.
Correct.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, it's not that I think Twitter and a lot of like the big P&Ls that people see is what really drives a lot of the
over trading and stuff like that. Dude, I think so like someone asked you, when you guys start planning for 2026, I personally start planning after Christmas, like I have 3 questions. What worked well this year? What didn't? And what are my goals? And then I plan for that and I try and do more of what's working. But I think I agree with you, bro. Like I actually, so on Twitter, you get that like for you and then like following. I only go on the following most of the time because sometimes
I never use that.
No, like the for you is like where you're getting people that you don't follow. Yeah. So I use that from time to time, like maybe on weekends and that. But during the week, when I'm trying to stay focused on my trading, I'm not trying to get stuff that I don't want to see. Basically,
interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
It keeps me, because obviously, if you have a negative day, you go on Twitter, the first thing you see, 20 grand day. And
I know, dude. It's the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah. So the Dow definitely showing a lot of resistance here, bro. A lot of resistance.
Yeah. By the way, guys, wherever you're watching, make sure to follow. But
yeah,
if we look at the Tesla, now new high of day. Meta still close to high day. Apple falling.
Nasdaq getting a little bit of a pop back up,
Yeah. It's interesting, this indicator. I know that I made it, but like I'm actually a big fan of it. Honestly.
Sure.
Right here, Kowalski. The only thing that worked for me this year was using edgeful data. Let's go. It's the right way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the Tesla's breaking for a new high there, as you mentioned. NVDA doesn't look super strong at this where we're trading at right now. That's what I must say. I don't, yeah.
I don't want to take a trade just yet, but the only reason I can't really take a trade right now is because of the
We haven't even
There's nowhere to put the stop. There's nowhere to put my stop.
First 30 minutes. What on the shorts?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able. I mean, to the either side, we're like dead center on the.
I could definitely see the shorts. On the Nasdaq. If we don't get back, I mean, if you're taking a short, I'd go top of the range on the Nasdaq personally.
Yeah,
but that's obviously would be 50 points. I know you don't like those big stops.
Yeah, 50. I mean, 50 points is okay, but like 70 points is too much.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, really looking forward to 2026. Yeah, likewise. The Dow's definitely looking the weakest across the three, though.
Let's pull up the Dow. Oof, yeah. Look at the 15, 30, and 1 hour candles.
Yeah, I know. Look at that wick, bro.
That's crazy. Wow, I actually really like this indicator, honestly. I'm going to start to use it more.
I could see something like this, Andre, on like the Nasdaq. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this up here. I could see something like this where we kind of overextended, and you could see if we move. So right now we are trading above that New York session VWAP. Should actually turn that off. So I've got. Let me do this. I got the free. Yeah, let's just leave that. Anyway, that New York session VWAP is the blue one. I could see if we come back down like this and print a bearish bar like that, I would probably take it and maybe stop like near the highs there. I could see those shorts, and then I'd look to take it back towards that previous day's highs over here. That's definitely something I'll be looking at.
Let's look.
But let's see what we do get now. We're only 23 minutes into the open.
Yeah. I don't know. On the 5 minute, I'm kind of like, the thing is that if I do take a short, it's going to have to be a scalp because of the Monday data is just so.
Sure. Yeah.
The Monday data is so bullish that like you just can't ignore it, honestly. But yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to ignore the Monday data right now.
Yeah, there's a pretty bullish bar here, back even on the 50-minute, rejecting that overnight VWAP.
If this 15-minute bar on NQ and on ES engulfs the prior red bar, I think that's super bullish. Like this is a violent move down and then literally just like a complete reversal. I would say the longs are for sure in play. Like even look at this, the wick to the downside on the 1 hour.
Yeah.
And the 1 hour on ES is green now. Is there any data today?
No data today. I had a look. Or at least high impact. No high impact news.
No data. GDP tomorrow.
Interesting. Yeah. Dude, that stuff's all messed up because of the flipping government shutdowns.
I know.
And then
Okay,
obviously
so-
Thursday and Friday are bank holidays, bro. So I'll be off the
Yeah.
desk.
Yeah. I think the long's here, dude, but I don't know where to put my stop.
Yeah, I'd have to go stop at opening range low. We haven't taken out the orb yet, so I'm gonna wait and see what we do get. I see what you're seeing though. I definitely see what you're seeing.
I mean,
This is the only thing now. This is the only thing. Just for me, I'm watching price action on NVIDIA. Let me just show my screen here quickly.
Yeah.
This doesn't look bullish for NVIDIA.
Not at all.
Where we've dropped down at the open. We take out some pre-market levels at 182, and now we're still trading. And this could be a lower high. And if we start to melt like that on NVIDIA, we could see the NASDAQ start to fall off too. So that's something that I've been speaking about a lot on these streams, as well as the other streams that I'm on, is that you got to watch the stocks like NVIDIA and Tesla, what they are doing. I can see the Tesla's ripping, but NVIDIA doesn't look bullish.
Yeah, you have to. And we are going to be releasing. Let me just hide this one sec. God, dude, sometimes with these trading view indicators, like they just don't load. Come on. Okay. Oh, there it is 3 times. One sec.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that indicator. That would be quite sick, bro.
Yeah, I just need to upgrade.
I like stuff that I don't have to, like, that's done for me, bro. Like the screener as well. Like, I'm like, okay, sick. Like, I don't even have to look at anything. It just spits the data out for me. For me personally, like, I've never been good at, like, dude, I've never worked like a corporate job. I was playing professional rugby, did my degree, and then I was trading full time. So, like, I'm not good on Excel and stuff like that, but I'm very like, if you give me the data, I'll go through the data and do the work myself. Like, you don't need to tell me what to do. Like, I'll go and look at it. But that's why, like, the crunching of the numbers, just give me the data, I'll go through it and find the stuff that I enjoy.
Yeah. No, dude, I think this is, well, we'll give you access obviously to it, but cool. Well, James, I'll touch on that in just a second, Kowalski, I'll touch on that in just a second. But yeah, dude, I think that this indicator is going to be sick. There's a couple things that I'm trying to add to it right now. I think that we'll get it out in like the next couple of days. It will very likely be in the algo plan exclusively. And then we're just going to start to like build a lot more of these like really clean indicators for that premium plan. And we'll obviously we'll have to probably rename the plan, but it doesn't really matter. Now, Kowalski, can you tell me when the new What's in Play will be released? That is right now, it is the exclusive focus of our CTO is building that out. And we need to test. It's probably done. Honestly, it's probably finished right now, but we just have to test it and make sure it actually like works in real time, because we had to completely rebuild the What's in Play from scratch, which is obviously as simple as it may look. It's really not as simple. Hopefully we make it look simple, but it's not that simple to actually build. But there's so many different scenarios. There's so much to look at, and it's probably done now, but it'll realistically, we need to test it. We can't release it without it being tested. So there's obviously that aspect of it. But James, I'm a little bit curious now that we're just closer consolidating towards this orb high, a 5-point stop here with some short. The thing is, I can't take the longs because where's my stop going to be?
Yeah.
By the way, I understand you're a former developer. Yeah, I'm happy you understand that. James, what do you think about something like this?
Yeah, I like that. I like to stop at the high, because if it goes higher, then we know that it probably continues high. I like it, bro.
Yeah.
There we go. They were getting a little bit of rejection there. I might look to take a little bit of a stab at it in a bit.
Yeah,
See.
I think I'm going to also. I really wish that I took this trade before the sell-off, because now my risk to reward is like, my trade is a little bit messed up.
Yeah, that could definitely be like a lower high.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe like the long. I don't know.
Yes, is looking a little bit more bullish than NQ at the moment. So, yeah, I could definitely see that rolling over. What's Tesla's coming back down as well, bro? Look at that. Tesla's coming back down too.
Yeah, NVDA coming down. Damn. I don't really want to chase. If we get a little bit of a green candle here, I'll be happy, but I don't really want to chase this short.
I'm going to take a stab at this, bro. If we close, I just want to see how we close in the next 2 minutes. I might take a stab.
On ES or NQ?
NQ short.
Yeah. If we get a little bit of a pop, a lower high, I will try it.
So I'm also just watching the 15-minute time frame too. It's looking pretty bearish. Like it try to bounce higher now. We could easily just slide. I mean, lower for sure.
I think this move right now is I think I'm going to try it here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a go at these shorts. We're struggling to move higher. First candle is down. I'm gonna go stop at opening range high. I know it's a little bit wider than you when we give it like that.
I just took the shorts.
Yeah, what's your inch? I've got in at 727.
Where are you? Oh, I was like, what? I'm on the ES 920.50 is my.
Yeah. Oh, you're on ES.
Yeah.
Sure.
NASDAQ does look shorter, but NASDAQ does look more bearish, but I don't want a 70-something point stop.
Sure. Yeah, NQ definitely moving. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we just need to see Tesla continue to roll.
Yeah, 727 is my entry on NQ. I like it.
Yeah, good entry. I mean, we have practically the same entry right now.
Yeah.
Based on the structure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Jeez, bro, this market's I mean, I could eat, as I said, like earlier, on my like this, where we drop down at the open, we try to get higher. Now this could be the lower high before we start roll over. If we close like this in the next 24 minutes, the first hour of market open will be bearish as well. So we'll be trading in that direction too.
Yeah. I really wish the data today was more bearish, because I think that this was a really great opportunity to capture a move down, like the entry that we got here. But I just feel like a little bit uneasy about it because of how bullish Mondays typically are.
They can be, sure.
Yeah.
If we don't get follow through in the next 15 minutes, I would like at least, I think we could at least get opening range low on our trade. So that would at least give me time maybe to trim.
Yeah. I'll take a trim at or blow too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm chilling right now. Yeah, I'm just a little bit I would like to add to this, and if it works, I'm gonna be a little bit upset that I didn't add to it, but again, the data is just too bullish for me, and I would rather be on the safer side, especially coming into the end of the year.
Sure.
But if we get a Tesla new low of day and Meta continues to fall, I think we're
Yeah.
gonna be in a good spot here.
Yeah, well, Tesla's now under 2%. It was up 3.5%. So
Yeah, an $8 sell-off on Tesla so far from the highs.
there you go. Yeah, I like this momentum here on
Yeah.
NQ now. Just looking at
Yeah,
the
me
5-minute
too.
wick. 1 minute looks great.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a piece off at new low of day here at the orb low at 1175 if it gets there. But yeah, this consolidation is very solid. Waiting for that entry for that bounce was also a really great entry. Stop at the new high of day. I mean, realistically, I could put the stop above the structure, but I don't know. I feel like if price reclaims the structure, I would assume that my trade idea is invalid. So maybe I could tighten up my stop here a little bit because of how bullish Mondays typically are.
Sure.
But I'll kind of see how it gets there if it does get there. But yeah. What do you think about adding to this? Like, if you were to add, where would you add? Or you don't like to add?
I used to add quite a bit to my trades. Now I only do, if I add, I only add once.
Okay.
The reason being is because when price is going against you and you want to add, it's a recipe for disaster. But yeah.
Yeah, I only add on a winner. So
Yeah.
I'll only add when I'm up.
If this comes down, I think you could add maybe like a smaller size on a day like today. Yeah, YM also looking like we're rejecting New York session VWAP and wanting to come down. So let's just see how we react in the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, if we get a nice Meta kind of pushing down, if NVIDIA rolls and Google starts to roll, I think we're going to be in a
Tesla's rolling over too, so
yeah. And guys,
Tesla, wow. Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla is pulling back pretty hard, but just be patient with this. Mondays typically have lower volume.
Yeah.
It's okay if this is a loser, it's okay. I would be fine with it, honestly, if it was. Just need to be patient here.
No, here comes Tesla, bro. Tesla looks like it wants to come lower.
Yeah, new low of day on Tesla.
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Tesla's dropping. Tesla's dropping heavily.
Yeah. $10 sell-off right now on Tesla. That's going to really, especially now that Tesla's at all-time highs and like the market cap has gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I think it does have a little bit more weight on the markets than it did when it was in like the 200s.
Sure.
But yeah, if we can get Meta continuation and NVIDIA continuation down, that would be very solid.
Yeah, NVIDIA looks like it tried to hold up now, but we're still underneath opening range high. So if we can if NVIDIA starts to roll over, Tesla's starting to take a little bit of a dump now too. Almost at opening range low on Tesla. Yeah. I think we can definitely see a rollover. And then we will have in the next 20 minutes the RB set too.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Yeah, NQ is definitely weaker. I probably should have taken the short on NQ, but the stop wasn't as valid there, in my opinion, for me at least. Yeah, I'm not loving this little consolidation here, but we just got to be patient here. Tesla looking like new low of day. Apple just made new low of day. Meta still falling. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of this right now, to be honest. The way that this is holding up on ES specifically, but again,
Nasdaq's trading now underneath overnight VWAP and New York session VWAP. So this is if I just go to my chart here again, like just look at this. This is a very, very nice candle closure. This one 2 5-minute bars ago over here, where we kind of look to come higher and then we drop back underneath New York session VWAP, kind of creating like a lower high. So that's what I really like on this. I'll look to trim if we get back to opening range low, which is like 670.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ideally.
Yeah, if NVIDIA can start to kind of roll, that would be great. Google's
Yeah.
kind of rolling now. It's like this, everything kind of sold off, bounced, and then seems to be selling off again here.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're breaking through 700 on NQ.
Yeah, my TP1 is at just a couple ticks. Yeah, it's about to be hit.
Okay, I'm gonna trim the NASDAQ there. I'm gonna trim half.
Oh my God. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I just got my first trim.
Okay, I got my first trim. That's up 42 points on the NASDAQ, so I'll take that.
Yeah, I just got 8.5 on ES. Dude, I just have to say, our live trading this month, like since we started this, I just have to say, like I mean, again, I don't think anyone should be blindly following what we do. I think you guys should be like very careful about blindly following anyone's trades. But
yeah,
our trading has been so like on it recently. I feel like on these streams, I think I had one red day. I think you had one red day. I've had a bunch of days where I've missed actually a lot of great trades, but yeah,
it has been pretty solid, bro. I must say, like I would say the last. Since remember we had that chat about me and a private chat about scaling and everything like that. Since then, bro, I've been kind of locked in about just on my own trading and just staying focused on what I need to do, bro. Since that day, I've just been on it, bro. Kind of just blocked out all the noise and just kept things simple.
It's the way to do it, bro. Like I remember I you know what, I actually think about that conversation a lot.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of the time, dude, in that time period of that, I was just trying to overcomplicate everything, bro.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sometimes
I think about that conversation a lot.
Yeah, sometimes in trading you need like friends to kind of just, especially you got more experience than me and being around like you know, other traders, other great traders. So it's good to always chat. Yeah. That's why, guys should come on streams and make sure to subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet. But I've taken off half at 683 and I'm trailing the rest. So we'll see what we do get. But I mean, if we bounce from here and aggressively, I might just pull the rest.
Oh yeah, my stop is in profit now. My stop is at I mean, now it's like gonna screw up how the trade looks, but my stop is at 619. So I don't really mind. I'm gonna call this out right now, just in case this happens again. I said this when I first started live trading. I told you, James, and I said it on stream, that I am not good I'm better at being full in, full out.
Yeah.
I am not good at like for some reason, it's like the amount that I take off per target or whatever else, I'm just much better at just being full in, full out. Like if this bounces now and goes back to my break-even stop, I practically bottom tick the entry or the TP1. If this doesn't continue down, this is exactly what happened last time, I take a partial and then I try to let it run. I try to capture this bigger move and then it just reverses to my profit target, or sorry, to my entry. And especially in this market environment, which is what I just said before, I was like, take your profits earlier, but now I have just a little bit piece left and I'm trying to capture a bigger move, right? Like James and I, we had fantastic entries, but now I'm trying to capture a bigger move. And this is just something like I just have not been able to really like nail down, is holding for these longer moves without like giving back all profits and going back to my entry just for it to go further back into profit again. Like
agreed.
Like it's just making me want to take this off now because I'm up whatever it is, like 8 or 10 points now. What was my entry? 2050, I think.
Yeah, and also you can't expect, I mean, we are kind of fading overnight momentum too, right? So
yeah, like I don't know. It's just something to be mindful of. But like Tesla new low of day, Meta looks like it's falling. Like Google
I did close another 40%. So I've just got 10% of my original size on, bro. I'm not trying to, at 80, 86.
Yeah, I just moved my stop to 18 now.
So
if it hits,
here's my screen here. So just to put it up as well, just what I was seeing, we moved up high overnight, but the first 5-minute bar on the NASDAQ was down. We failed to get back up to that opening range high. We come back underneath the VWAPs, the overnight VWAP, which is the black one, and the New York session, which is the blue one. I'm just looking to play back down to opening range low, which we get. So yeah.
Like if this hits my break evens, my stop is in profit now. But like, I don't know. I probably should have just taken the whole thing off at my initial target at 912. Like this is the complicated part for me, at least. Like, Zenek trades. It's not 350 a month, it's 300. So it's edgeful is the 4. Wow, I should have just closed. Literally, this is the biggest. Like, I'll answer your question in just a second. I'm about to get stopped out in profit by like 2 points, 2.5 points. Okay, well, there's my trade. Okay. So that's awesome.
Dude, trading's never perfect, eh?
Oh my god, dude! This is like my. I think I'm gonna like stop doing these runners, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's nice when it works out, but when it doesn't, it's crap.
Yeah, it's just like I'm telling you, watch this fall now to new low of day, because this is like I'm not saying the market knows my orders. The market does not know my orders. Typically, you'd move your stops. Typically, a lot of traders just move their stops like way too fast, and like that's actually the problem. Not, it's not that the market's like hunting your orders, but I guarantee you now. Oh, look how wonderful! How wonderful is that? Literally, as soon as I got stopped out, like to the tick. Now I'm sure we're gonna get the move down, but so. The algo plan is, it's not 350 a month, it's 300 a month, including edgeful. So it's pretty much 250 on top of the 50 from edgeful, regular edgeful. Just so you guys know what you get with it, what you get across the board. I'm just going to open this up in a second here. So what you get with everything is, there's obviously a ton of like trading videos, a bunch of like strategy videos. There's like, I don't know how many videos now, but you get the reports, you get stocks, Forex, crypto, futures. You get data going back 5 years. You get 140 reports total. You get live data. You get the what's in play, which we're actually redoing right now. What this does is it tells you pretty much based on any individual ticker, what's going on. So what's all the data around it? How should I be trading it? What are the targets? What's like actually happening right now as it relates to one ticker that I'm trading. Then you look at the screener. The screener in the next 11 minutes is going to be like fully fleshed out. That's where you're going to want to go every single day at 10:30 to understand what is your data-backed bias. So keep in mind what's going on here. What's going on with why does that keep happening? My Safari is like not working right now. Hold on one second.
Yeah, all good.
I'm trying to refresh and it's bringing up like the reader view. Okay. So in the next 10 minutes, you're going to get the data-backed bias based on what's happening live across all the tickers that actually move the market. So the top 10 weighted stocks in the S&P and the NASDAQ, you're going to have it right over here. This is going to plot out. So right here, you can see opening candle forming. This is not done yet, but at 10:30, so in the next 10 minutes, you're going to get a fully data-backed bias. Not my opinion, not James's opinion. He was long bias this morning. We changed our bias, whatever else. I was short bias, and you can see whatever else the data showing You want to go universally by the data, right? You don't want to listen to people on YouTube. You don't want to listen to people like, oh, price is going to do this, price is going to go here. This is purely historical data that's driving the bias up here. So that's really important. So you get the screener. Then the algos. What do the algos do? I'll show you guys this in a second, but you get, right now we have 6. So if we go to the all algo education page, we have 6 different algos that you can use. The way that these work is you have one concept around the orb. There is the regular orb strategy. There is the orb strategy that has 2 profit targets, and there is the orb strategy that automatically moves your stop into break even or into profit. So each of these you can backtest on TradingView. You can fully automate them using edgeful. So now I see a lot of questions here. I'm gonna answer all the questions in just a second, but that's why I keep kind of like pausing. So when you're in the algo plan, you get all the algos that we have and any new ones that we're going to add. So as long as you stay subscribed, you get all the new algos. We're obviously going to release a ton more. The algo plan is very new. So we just released automation. You can fully automate any trades to NinjaTrader, Trade8, or Project X. So whether you use a prop firm, whether you use your personal capital, you can fully automate your trades. We have an IB algo, we have a gap fill algo, and we have an engulfing candles algo. What I'm actually going to be doing soon is building out a settings section here that's going to give you guys templated settings for different tickers. So for example, the orb algo, if you guys use it, NQ 3-minute chart with a 15-minute orb works really well. If you guys, this is another one that I'm starting to talk about. ES 5-minute orb, 5-minute chart is another one. So what I'm going to do is actually build out a page here that will have templated settings that you guys can look at. So for example, I know that a lot of people have found really nice performance with GC engulfing candles algo on the 15-minute chart. So that's another thing. We just want to kind of put these in one place. We do have it in the Discord. So when you're in the algo plan, you get private Discord access only to algo users. And we have a settings channel there. So that's where everyone shares the settings that they have. With edgeful, you also get calls that you can get on the phone. We can walk you through the reports and how you trade. It's like more of like a personal conversation. And then when you're in the algo plan, you can talk to me on the phone. We can go through the algos and how to actually refine them. What are the best settings? How does everything work? Like you can actually like get on the phone with me about the algos themselves. Then we have, I think, 45 indicators now that are part of the base plan.
Yep.
And those indicators are the ones, not this one specifically, but all the other ones that we have, those are the ones that you can use to plot. So again, they're not like signals, but they're more convenience, right? Plotting your orb high and low, plotting your overnight range, plotting your previous week's range, plotting your gap fill, plotting all this stuff, the ultimate reversal setup. These 3 lines here, automatically done for you every single day. The reason that we have these like very simple indicators is because we want you to be able to focus on trading, right? We don't want you to divert your attention of like, did I plot my orb properly? Did I plot the gap fill properly? Did I accidentally move this line? Did I forget to move this line? Whatever else, the indicators will do it for you. That's why we're focusing on the actual indicators now. What else am I forgetting here?
Yeah, the indicators.
I mean,
they've got 6 algos. The only other thing that I would say on top of that is if you want to see how we use them in real time, this is the best place to be. And then as well as the pre-market streams. So we got streams there every single day. I think you covered everything, Andre. We got all the tools. So H will provide all the tools, and then there's streams to actually see how we use the tools in real time. So yeah.
And we also have a Discord, but that's
and the Discord,
yeah, we have the Discord. What else do we have? One thing is that we always grandfather our users, and what I mean by that is if you're in even the base plan, the only way, so you get everything that we add in. So any new indicators we add, any new reports that we add, any new live features we add. Oh my God, I didn't mention edgeful AI.
And yeah, that's actually
So
I think it's so new.
yeah, we literally just released it, but we also have edgeful AI. So again, in this case, edgeful AI is very basic. So keep this in mind. It is very basic. The way that it works right now is it's pretty much just it's like a very, very elaborate customer support person in its current form. And what that means is it knows every single report, it knows what it measures, it knows how to use it. This is just the first version. This is not revolutionary. I'll be honest. Like the current version is not like this game-changing AI. That's without a doubt. It is not revolutionary. But over the course of the next 6 months, we have a very extensive roadmap that we're going to do to build out edgeful AI so it actually becomes revolutionary. So I'm not going to pretend that this is like the best AI in the world. It's not. It doesn't have any connection to our data right now. It's just to get something out, to get people used to our AI, to see what types of questions. Exactly. It's like a little assistant. It's just to get some questions answered. It's just to see how people use it. What types of questions are they asking? Like, okay, if we think that they're asking these types of questions and we think that people are going to ask this, like this is going to help us kind of like align with what people want. But the roadmap for it is the next step is to add the data, right? So you can ask it, for example, questions about the data. So can you tell me, you can combine reports too. So for example, tell me every time that price opens above yesterday's high and above yesterday's close, how often does price come down to touch both on that day, right? That's a combination of the outside days and the gap fill report with the confirmation of like actually touching both levels. So you'll be able to combine any reports pretty much. So tell me how often, or you'll be able to also eventually be able to create your own reports. So I'm going to go to a 1 hour here quickly, and I'm just going to do this. I want to show you guys something really interesting. So right here on this day, price opened above yesterday's high and closed below yesterday's low. So with edgeful AI, you'll be able to say, okay, tell me how often NQ has opened above the previous New York high and closed below the previous New York low. Let's say that it says, okay, this has only happened 3 times in the last 2 years. That's a signal for you. Now, in this case, it didn't work. There was a catalyst on this day, I'm pretty sure. But let's just say that would be your signal to say, okay, I'm going to expect this to bounce, right? So let's just look at another day that opened above yesterday's high. Like for here, right? Opened above yesterday's high. It did retrace to yesterday's high, but it bounced, right? So for you, you would not want to expect to close down here or even maybe within yesterday's range. So you'd be able to go through and create a fully custom report instantly based on what you're seeing or based on what you're like kind of curious about. So that's really important. And of course, we have like a much more extensive roadmap after that. I don't want to go into like all the extreme details of it, but I just want you guys to know that anyone who does have edgeful is going to get these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Asking it to merge some stats and make a new one. Yes, that's exactly right. So you are going to be able to ask the AI to merge reports or combine reports. Now, I see this question about VWAP bands. VWAP bands are very subjective, and that's one of the issues with why we don't have VWAP, because what really constitutes a break? Is it a wick? Is it not a wick? And then there's a bunch of different layers, a bunch of different complications that kind of come into VWAP and how you can measure objectively, right? So for the gap fill, does price touch or not? It's very simple. VWAP is a little bit different because it's like, does it cross above? What happens if price is kind of consolidating around the VWAP line? That's where creating a report around it is a little bit difficult.
Yeah, someone's asking, do you see any issues for the upcoming changes of open hours or trading hours moving away from current traditional New York session hours due the screwing up in traditional RB stats? We'll have to obviously see. Well, if we give you an answer now, he's probably talking about Q2, there's going to be 24/7 stock trading.
Well, one thing about that is that it won't actually, I'm assuming the market environment will change, but we still look at the New York session.
Yes. Yeah.
So it doesn't, like the New York data is still going to be the New York data. So if I open up edgeful now and I go to the reports and I go over here, I have my New York session, which means I'm filtering all the price action. I'm removing anything outside of 9:30 to 4 p.m. So the only price action I'm looking at, even if it trades 24/7,
Yeah.
I'm only looking at 9:30 to 4. So theoretically, that shouldn't, it's not going to impact anything, but it might change how the market moves. And again, the only way to know that is if you have their data and the reports. Wow. By the way, NQ significantly weaker than
Yes.
than ES right now. ES has a really nice bounce, and NQ is like
NQ looks like it
new
wants
low
to
of
actually
day.
hold, yeah.
Does it? It's about
No, I'm
to make
saying
a new
hold,
low.
like hold to the downside. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like it's about to make a new low of day.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh, there
Boom,
the
shoving
ES
over.
just. Are you still in that short?
I got 10% left on, bro.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm just looking through the questions here.
some people are just saying, yeah, well, we'll have to see. No one knows for sure. No one knows for sure. It could affect volume. I still personally don't think it will, because volume is created by traders trading and institutions. I'm pretty sure no one's going to be trading at 2 a.m, bro.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the institutions will, but you should not.
Maybe their algos could be trading that time, picking up on local. It could have been no one, retail traders who do actually, yes, we don't make up a large in terms of size and volume, but we do make up quite a bit in terms of like trading activity,
No, dude, actually, you want to know something crazy?
Is that really interesting?
Yeah, hold on one sec.
But that if we're creating volume, traders aren't trading at 2 a.m. stocks,
Correct. Hold on one sec.
I'm interested on that stat about the difference between institutions and retail.
No, I think it's actually like pretty high on. It's probably higher than you think. It's not like 70%, but it's higher than you think. Wow, major divergence between ES and NQ. I should have taken the short than NQ, honestly, but okay. So World Economic Forum article in August 13th, 2025, so a couple months ago, retail investors account for 20 to 35% of daily trading volume in the US, UK, South Korea. So 20 to 35%.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's quite high, bro. I was expecting to be like underneath 15.
Yeah. The only reason I know that is because I did some research before starting edgeful. I know it was higher than I was expecting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So we actually do make up quite a bit of liquidity.
A decent chunk. Yeah. And it's only growing. That number is only growing.
Bro, 100%. I mean, think about it. Like 20 years ago, you would have to call in your broker to place a trade. Now you can.
Dude, I can't even imagine people that traded 20 years ago.
I know, bro. It's pretty wild.
Like calling someone, and then you have to always place a limit order, because if not, if you place a market order, like you're getting slipped like like $4 or $5 maybe.
Yeah.
Like the spreads were probably like multiple dollars. That's terrible. But
yeah, dude, if you're buying Tesla, it probably let's just say it was trading at, obviously it wasn't then, but let's just say it was trading at 400. Now you'll probably get it at 410. That's
Can you imagine? In this week's Stay Sharp, it says creating trading indicators. Edgeful AI will help you build a custom indicator. No coding required. That is correct. So pretty much one of the avenues of Edgeful AI is going to be able to, wow, NQ is so much weaker than ES. This is crazy.
Yeah. There we go. New low down NQ.
Yeah. So Edgeful AI, one of the avenues that we're going to want to go down is going to be indicator and algo creation, right? So we're going to allow you to say, I want to make an indicator. I want to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Can you code it for me? And there'll be some back and forth, but it'll give you the code, and then you can go and put that into your trading view. Same thing with the algos. If you want to go and create a custom algo, it'll be able to do that. Now, the automation piece is where edgeful is going to come in. So if you do create your own custom algo, you'll be able to automate it through edgeful. Now, you'll have the code, like it's not going to be, if you create a custom algo, it's not going to be like public to everyone in edgeful, but you'll be able to write your own, right? And then automate them through edgeful. Just so you guys know, anyone who's in the algo plan will be able to automate any strategies that you have through TradingView. So, and regardless of if it's an algo strategy or not, you will be able to automate a strategy regardless. So I just wanted to highlight that. That's really important.
Yeah, we're getting a nice move down on the NASDAQ now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my full position there. I think we could probably still see lower, but I'm gonna take out the full position over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a nice little trade on a Monday. What's ES doing? ES is coming down a bit.
Yeah, finally, new low of day.
Yeah. Yeah. What you doing on your trade? You covering, or did you get stopped?
No, I was out before. I moved my. I got stopped out before.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, I would have. I'm pretty happy that I didn't hold on to this because, I would have been in drawdown. It went further than my target here, so I'm happy that I didn't hold on to it.
Yeah, NVIDIA looks very weak here, bro. That's what's causing it to slide over a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions in the chat while we're here? Yeah, NVIDIA. So what I was saying earlier in the stream, if you go back earlier in the stream and just go through that, let's just bring this up like that. I was saying that NVIDIA could easily just be, creating a lower high. We're struggling to take out the orb high. Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing right now. If we see new low of there on the video, we'll see the NASDAQ and indexes slide. So, yeah. No, good trading, bro, this morning.
Yeah, Meta new low of day.
Dude, that's wild. It was ripping pre-market.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Stay patient.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. I'm not gonna lie with the sell-off that we've gotten here, based on the data. So that's definitely something to kind of like pay attention to. But I don't know. The screener has formed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, so for anyone who's new, anyone who does not have an edgeful sub, this is one thing that I think everyone should be using every day.
Yeah.
So here is the screener. What does this thing do? Right now I have all selected, which means that I'm looking at stocks and futures. The way that I have mine set up, and the setup video is right over here. You can watch the entire setup video right at the top, in the top right over here. But pretty much it gives you, it feeds the live data through the reports to give you a bias every single day. So right now, if we look at the opening candle continuation report for the top 10 weighted stocks in the S&P and the NASDAQ, you're going to see almost all of them are bearish, except Meta and RTY and YM. Obviously, overall, that's very bearish. We look at the IB. Neutral, so no breaks yet. You can't determine the bias until there's a break, but so far the ones that have broken are bearish. IB by rejection, everything is bearish except Meta, and again, YM and RTY. Previous day's range is more bullish because we opened above previous day's high, so we'll have to see how this kind of plays out. But overall, so far, we do have a lot of bearish data, so this is something that is using live data to tell you, okay, what's based on what's happening right now with the major market movers, we are leaning to the downside.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense what I was saying also by looking for shorts after the first hour. We would be pretty short biased because the NASDAQ closed that opening candle continuation to the downside. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see us just trickle back down, maybe even to previous days highs on the indexes. NASDAQs would be at 600. So that's only 47 points lower. I could definitely see us going down there.
Yeah. And I see a question about building a software company for retail traders. Like, would you recommend it? Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. There is definitely a need for it, I would say, in terms of people that need information. Now, picking the niche that you're in, so like obviously I'm interested in data, so I picked the data niche. Like there is obviously like trade journals, there is like prop firms, there are a million things. There are companies that just do indicators, there are companies that do psychology, there's companies that do coaching, there are companies that do signals. Like there's a million different things that you can do. There's no single right way to do it. I think that whatever problems that you see are the kind of like the direction that you should go in, honestly. So that's obviously super important in terms of like what you decide to go down. It is obviously extremely challenging. Like there's no question about it. Like the education side is extremely challenging. There is a lot is out of our control, meaning like what our users do with the information is out of our control. So two people can look at the same report and one of them can have success and the other one doesn't because of the way that they interpret it, the way that they use it, or their discipline or their position size or whatever else. So that's always a very important thing to look at or to consider in this space, at least, is that not everyone's going to do the same thing with every report, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like edgeful is great for the data net, but if you've got bad habits of over trading and over position sizing, it's not going to fix that.
Like you still need to figure out like your other issues there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, bro. I think, it's been a pretty good Monday, I must say. Nice shorts on the open. It's so interesting. Tesla, new high and then right back down.
Let me see. It's pumping now. Meta's falling. NVDA is still consolidating. It's still in this like range. Apple's kind of pushing. Everything's kind of still in this range. Tesla looks like it's the one that's bouncing the hardest right now.
Yeah.
Oh, ES is just like so much stronger than NQ. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, bro. It's super choppy as well.
Yeah.
I must say, I think NQ could over here could definitely fall away the rest of the day. Be interesting.
Look at Zink's comment. Lost in the IB by rejection for the first time in 17 days. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, it's IB by rejection. Honestly, is like a shockingly good report, and it's such a simple concept too. That seems to be a pretty universal theme of like it's simple and it works. The IB, the opening candle continuation, the IB by rejection, IB by levels. These things are very simple, and that's where I think the best parts kind of like come out. But yeah, so NQ kind of retesting that previous low of day, that orb low as well. I don't really love that. I don't really love the short side. I think that ES kind of has to start pulling back if you want to stay short biased. And then I think NQ will like collapse. But if NQ catches up with ES, that's going to be a problem for the shorts.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, NASDAQ's now back at the opening range low. We could definitely, I mean, if that falls away, it should drag the others with it. Yeah.
Like
But,
Meta low of day, Apple low of day, Google's kind of consolidating.
Yeah, NVIDIA again holding New York session VWAP at the moment, so that doesn't look particularly like we want to move higher just right now. So,
what do you think about something like this, James? In this like consolidation area?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, is that NASDAQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
You can go stop maybe at like 710, 712.
Yeah, 710.
I like that a lot.
I might
actually
try that, honestly. I need ES to like chill out a little bit.
Yeah, ES is just so much more stronger. That's why I shorted NQ today. It was just showing a lot more strength.
Yeah, I need ES to chill out a little bit. Yeah, ES is just like unreal. Yeah, these higher time frame candles on ES are insane. Apple pushing, Meta pushing, NVIDIA pushing. I feel like if this is going to be a spot to short, this is going to be it. But I'm not confident in these shorts like right now because of how strong ES is. But like a 30-point stop is not horrible. And I think that if price really gets up there, that would be a solid invalidation of the short. The screener is showing short right now. I would like to see some confirmation below the orb low to confirm these shorts, but this is just crazy, dude.
Yeah, no. As I said, like NVIDIA is not looking like we wanted to move higher too. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna try it, but I need ES to give me something. Like ES, like give me a little bit here, and I'll try it with low risk. But ES is just like, dude, what is even driving it?
It's just holding up. I think it's just the levels as well. NQ broke through the levels to the downside, whereas ES, I had that overnight lows at 910. It's holding up there. NQ broke through theirs. Just showing more relative weakness. Dude, I like that short of yours.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't take it yet. I'll let everyone know if I do, but I'm looking for something here on ES to give me something, please. The thing is, even if you look at these higher time frame candles, like these wicks on the bottom, the 15-minute wick, the 3 30-minute wicks, the 2 1-hour wicks, like there's definitely some buying activity here. I think if we get I don't know, maybe a move to 700. If 700 fails, take that. But I would like some confirmation below the orb low too. That would be nice.
Yeah. We'll see what we do get. As I said, I think the shorts in continuation are very nice on the NASDAQ. Pretty sure I saw in the Discord. I'll send you a message. Yeah, just be careful of the Discord with fake accounts. Yeah, that's the only thing I will say.
Dude. I just took the short at what's my entry? So I have roughly a 40-point stop targeting low of day. So my entry is 669.50. If I get stopped out here, it's totally fine, but I'm looking for roughly new low of day here. I'm actually going to put my target at 640, and they're immediately into drawdown.
Yeah, I'm just watching the 15-minute time frame right now. We just have a little bit of a wick on it, but I do like the continuation short.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to ES here, but yeah, my stop is at maybe I'll put my stop at 700, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm not super. I would like to see. I don't want this to consolidate inside of the orb, honestly. But yeah, if we're going to get this move down, I'm hoping that it would happen a little bit soon. But we'll see. But I'm not targeting a new low of day here. I'm going to take profits a little bit before that at the 640 area. And we'll see there. And then we see, yeah, that IB buy retracement here 25% of the time. Or sorry, not 25% of the time. 25% of the IB retracement. It should turn around if we get there. That is correct. The thing is, this, let me just go here for a second. I just need ES to start to fall.
Yeah, yes, but it is rejecting that 920 level. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about a pop up, like a violent move up, and then a flush down. That's what I'm a little bit worried about. But I'm not leaving a 80-point stop. So I can always get back in, but
no, I think it's good, bro. But yeah, I see what you're saying with that pop.
Yeah, I think ES, these areas here are building up nicely too.
YM's also been actually holding up. It actually made a new half day. It's turning around here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not horrible here to look at.
Yeah, well, we can.
Tesla's kind of.
The next couple of minutes we'll wrap up here, but we'll be live again. Are we going to be streaming Friday, Andre, with the market?
Is it open?
No, it's not. It's bank holiday.
No, there's no stream on Friday.
Yeah, they won't be on Friday then. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this area on ES, there must be a crazy seller here sitting. Look at this perfectly straight line. It's kind of insane, honestly.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hit 920 the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know about the short anymore, honestly.
What's your entry price?
It's 669.50.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit concerned here because it doesn't seem like the sellers are really making that big of an impact right now. Like Meta's at new low of day, Tesla's pushing.
No,
Like everything is kind of just like in the middle right now.
Yeah,
so
it's not. It's the volume's dried off a bit.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure about this anymore. It is very interesting here, though, that there's this like perfect straight line on ES. I mean, it's probably just a coincidence, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see the volume pick up for us to get anything. I think for now, volume's died off a bit.
Yeah.
NASDAQ had that flush. I still like the shorts, though, I must say.
I mean, so do I, but I don't like the way that these.
No, I know what you're saying and how it's.
This is going to fly up, I think. I think I should just close it here because I think this is going to just explode to the top side.
What's Tesla doing?
Tesla's trying to pushing.
Bouncing.
NVIDIA's pushing. I think this is going to explode, honestly.
Still underneath VWAP on Tesla, so I'll have to cut through that. But yeah, we can wrap up here in the next couple of minutes, though. Yeah, happy holidays, Anthony. We'll check you guys. Yeah, there won't be pre-market streams on that, obviously, this week. It's Christmas, so enjoy. But we'll be live here Mondays and Fridays next week. And then going into the new year as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, bouncing a little bit here to end. NASDAQ still, you see how NASDAQ still hasn't bounced? Like, it's only bounced 10 points from your entry, 15 points.
I know, but I just don't like the way that this is kind of playing out right now. I want like something aggressive sooner. I'm going to cut it before my stop.
Sure. Wime's bouncing off half, rejecting off half day, so. Yeah, still at that 920 level, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I have. Okay.
There you go. Back into the 70s.
Give me something here. Yeah, ES is finally making some move. Yeah, this is not going to work, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts right now?
It's low volume, but I still like the short, so I would hold personally if I was in this trade. But yeah. I mean, you're down 6 points at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like when this happens, when you enter a trade that you don't really like, you go into drawdown, now you're back to like kind of break even. Now you have the opportunity to close it for practically break even. And then you're like, I'll let it run because I'm at break even. And then it just like blows your stop. Like that's where I'm trying to kind of like avoid. I also don't really want to over manage it because the data is showing very bearish right now. Outside of those like Monday stats, like if we pull up edgeful quickly, the data is starting to build towards the downside as price kind of continues down. But I just don't want to. I don't know. I do like this little rejection we're getting on ES, but I still think that this is honestly going to like blow through my stop in a second here. So I'm not too big of a fan of this. I might tighten my stop to here and just say, you know what, I'll risk 20 points because this is not going to.
Sure.
I'm just not confident in this anymore because of.
Yeah, the low volume.
Yeah.
No low volume right now. But yeah, guys, we can, Andrew, we can wrap up here in the next minute.
Yeah.
you've seen us take some trades. You'll see how your trade ends up playing out here. This is your second trade. So you'll still be green on the day, but yeah, just slow volume right now. Not unusual, since we do know it's heading into the back half of December.
This is good to see right now too, right here.
Yeah, I'm watching the video rejecting that opening range high as well. So I think this could be good for you. But yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed the stream, make sure to subscribe. Check out edgeful. Check us out in the Discord as well.
Yeah, make sure to follow wherever you're watching, by the way. Make sure if you're on YouTube, on Twitter, on wherever, make sure to follow there too.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys then on the next one next week, and then into the new year. Have a good one, guys. André, always good being on with you, brother.
All right.
Cheers.
Peace.